He's already been here before. This is Jim with Wood Duck Nation. Okay, hey, first of all, hey, and thank you for the interview.
Oh, we love coming down here. This is we've been doing the Thursdays since 2012, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, so we've watched it grow and get better, and just it's such a wonderful, wonderful experience down here, and we love coming down here. So
how far do you drive from to come
I'm
here?
Eau Claire. I'm on the other side of the river. I mean, I hate to admit it, but I will take care of my Minnesota people because we do loons.
Yes, we appreciate it.
We've added some new product for you guys just to keep everybody happy.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, we'll get to that. Well, I would love to hear how this started for you. What a unique thing.
Well, it originally started when my dad passed away in 2010. He had one of these in his golf club ducks in his stuff, and the duck head was kind of dumb, and I thought, well, my dad loved to golf and we golfed together, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to refix it, and so that's how it all started. And I'm sitting on 2,000 clubs and talking to you right now as a result of that. So it's been a fun thing for all of us.
Very neat, and such a great memory too behind thinking about your dad, I'm sure, when you do this.
Oh yeah, I wished he could have seen the way it went, because I learned construction from him and everything else. So been kind of a nice story. So, and a lot of times, we get people sending me their dad's clubs and their grandpa's clubs, and I make them into ducks. So it's kind of a nice little legacy heirloom type thing. So it's fun.
That's a perfect thing to do. And then you've got that sitting in your home.
Yeah, and we sell all across the United States, and we've actually sold to 13 different countries the last couple of years. So we've expanded nicely, and I've quit doing art shows except for Rochester.
Really?
So yeah, we come down here, it's such a nice, everything about it is set up nice, and it's real heartwarming because we get a lot of patients and a lot of patients' families, and somebody wants to sit in here and talk ducks and talk golf, I'm all for it. So we have a lot of fun, and it's a good thing.
Well, that's pretty big compliment.
Jim, what's the oldest club that you've made into a duck?
Well, we go back to the early 1900s.
1900s?
Yeah, most of them are, like some of these guys, like right up in here, these are from the 1920s. These are old fancy faces, and they have this really cool little insert in them versus when we look at some of these down in here, all of these club heads are from the 1930s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. They stopped making wood-headed clubs around 1980, so they're all vintage, but some are more vintage than others. That's the way we talk about it.
And you had talked to me 2 weeks ago and just earlier today, that you have some new special stuff for some Vikings fans, maybe Packer fans too.
See, what happened was I had a niece that wanted a pink duck, and I'm sorry to be this, I just couldn't do a pink duck. So
That's all right, a flamingo looks good.
So we compromised, and I did a flamingo, and then I went kind of crazy this winter, and we started out with the Pack Mingo for my Packer friends.
There you
and
go.
I thought I cannot show up in Rochester without the Skull Mingo.
That's great.
So that we have Gigi and Curly here for the Packers, and then we have Bud and Fran for the Vikings fans. So just for fun,
Just for fun.
Bottom line, anything we do here, it's a golf club with the duck head on it. So we just keep everything light and lively. So
yes, absolutely. Well, Nick, do you have a favorite? I know you're a big golfer.
Yeah, my favorite is definitely the older clubs, and then just since living in Minnesota, the one I picked up last year was the Loon. I had the Loon. I had to go with
that. You gotta have that.
So you also, not only do you have some of these, what's your favorite one? Do you have a favorite?
My favorite, in terms of making, I'm a big fan of the canvasback. I love the canvasback just because it's kind of a rig. They call it king can for duck hunters. It's kind of a trophy duck. So those are kind of my favorite. But I like working. The beauty of this is I'll get some of these clubs and they're all gummed up and gunky, and I clean them up and I do not know what's underneath, and so it's really kind of a little exploration thing. And I don't refinish them per se. I clean them up, and then I put a little poly on there just to give them a little pop. But they're as is, and they're all full of the distress and a couple chinks where somebody might have hit a tree or something, and so there's a lot of character to them. And
so if someone can't come down to Thursdays to see it, what's the easiest way to order online?
Well, you can go woodducknation.com. And then I've got everything on there, and then we run specials throughout the year.
Yeah.
And so you can always pick up a pretty good deal.
Awesome. Well, Jim, thank you so much. There's not just ducks too. You have some wine stoppers back here, and you even have some cigar holders.
Cigar holders here made out of old 1930s irons. All right, and then I don't recommend smoking these. You'll get slivers. All right, so this is an old.
Well, Jim, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you so much
Thanks, you guys.
for showing us Wood Duck Nation. We have much more to come from Thursdays downtown. We'll also have the answer to that question of the day, and your full forecast is coming up too. We'll be right back.